Adjust it here. Moderation, yeah, close, okay. I'm starting off inside, but I'm gonna go outside here just shortly. I had a totally different day planned. Don't we always? I have no idea if anybody will show up. I don't see anybody online yet. So I'm just gonna keep talking, and then when I see somebody online, I'll ask them if they are hearing me okay. But I'm going to turn my camera around. So this is my Hovsco e-bike, and I had plans to go ride this thing today with Ron Durant, and you will see that there is no battery here. All right, I see that I have somebody online. Can you hear me okay? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me, because I don't have my laptop to sort of go around everything. So we were going to go riding. Let me turn this back around again in case you just got here. We were going to go riding, and we may still go riding, but before we can do that, I came out here to load my car, or to load my bike up in my car. I was going to meet Ron down by the Riverwalk. He's driving down from Crossville. And I came outside and I thought, great, thank him. I thought, it's been a few days. I probably need to check the battery. Should have done it yesterday. Battery was dead as a doornail. I mean, dead. So there is no riding. I was going to go live from the Riverwalk around 9:45. Ron was going to meet me around 10. We've changed our plans. Hey, James. Good morning from California. Awesome. We've changed our plans, and he's going to meet me here at the house. So I thought temporarily I would just sort of come around here and sit on the front porch. He's supposed to be here in 10, 15 minutes. We do have a little plan, even though I can't go riding. Ron, if you'll remember, I did a video not too long ago on the Sissygad cargo bike, and posted that video. I had to do two, I think, on that bike, an unboxing and then a riding video. Hey Pam, yeah, we're not at 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's a little easier. And I have the Hovsco bike, and I didn't need the Sissygad bike. The only reason that I agreed to do it, we didn't sell any, I didn't make any money off those videos except for the views. Let me get this off my screen. My Eufy, I'll just leave it there. My Eufy doorbell has alerted me that I am here. So anyway, we filmed that, and then I let Ron have the bike. So he's actually been out riding a whole lot more than I have. I think he's maybe a little closer to some of the riding trails, but he's also traveled off, 25, 30 minutes from home to find a place to go ride his bike, because unlike me, Ron is really trying to get healthy. And I just talk about it. So, so anyway, Ron is coming by the house. The reason he's coming here is that he did a review on a bike rack that attaches to a hitch on the back of your car. Now, he'd already bought that bike rack. He'd already installed it and used it. And then the company reached out and asked him if he'd like to review one. So they sent him another one. And he's coming down to help me install that on my Tiguan. I have the hitch installed, and we're going to put that bike rack on the back of my car. Look at how easy it is to put it on, take it off. If the battery charges at all, we may still go riding today. And if the battery doesn't charge at all, then Ron may go riding without me. So yeah, I should have checked yesterday. If I had checked yesterday, we wouldn't be in this mess today. But Anyway, and now, let's see, it's 9:04. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be here in about 10 or 15 minutes, so we'll see. Now, will that go away? Oh, there. I'm hoping I'm still here. I just clicked something that took me off the app. Um, I'm going to keep talking like I'm still here. Somebody post in the comments that you still see me, because I might have just screwed up big time. I see I've got 14 people online. Surely somebody can post a comment that says, "Hey, you're still here." Awesome. Thanks, James. Um, so anyway, while he's, yeah, the extreme heat. So it's been about 80 most days, but the other day it was closer to 90. Um, and we've had rain almost every day. The reason that we chose to go bike riding today is because it's supposed to be the first day in a long time where we actually have sunshine all day. I think the high is supposed to be in the mid 80s, maybe. Um, yeah, Missouri. I think you get a lot worse weather than we do. Um, so something about the jet stream, I guess. But um, anyway, so we're just kind of hanging around waiting on Ron to get here. I've got a microphone to give him and a couple of chairs set up in the backyard, and we'll go back there and have a chat. Um, so just a couple of things while I've got you online. One is I don't want people to forget, if you have not been watching my videos, oh man, excuse me. If you've not been watching my videos over on the Life in Motion, or over on the New Retired Me channel, we do have the application open for I'm spooling. I don't know what that means. Maybe that means I don't have a good connection. Maybe I should move out of here because I am connected, I think, to the Wi-Fi at the house. And maybe it will be better if I go back down here. And now Yuffie has told me that there's someone at the door again, which is me, of course. Let me know if this straightens out. Okay, stream is fine. Thanks, Noreen. I should have disconnected from the Wi-Fi, because this is what happened to me when I was in Savannah, is that I walked away from the hotel and lost the connection. I did learn, however, from watching Rob the Maritimer the other day. He was doing a live stream at his house, and he was on his Wi-Fi, and I think maybe, just maybe, he had dropped his Wi-Fi signal while he was recording. Good morning from Illinois. Hi, Felicia. And I clicked off because I thought, well, we've lost him. And then I checked back later, and he was still streaming. So it was still, once the Wi-Fi connection came back up, he was still on. Maybe I could have done that with the live stream in Savannah and saved a lot of angst, but I think all in all, it was better that I just stopped it and started again. So if you've missed that, that was a live stream for members on the New Retired Me channel. Membership is $1.99, and you get 2 extra videos and 1 live stream a month, just for members. But anyway, I was talking about the the grant. If you are a small content creator, you have at least 1 video posted. I don't care if it's a long form or short form. If you've got 1 video posted to show that you are actually using your channel, and you have less than 1,000 subscribers, it could be 9 subscribers, it could be 999 subscribers. Hi, Jesse. Doesn't matter to me. The grant is open. The application is open. I have a link over on the New Retired Me channel underneath any of the last 2 or 3 videos you'll see there. I'll put a link in this video as well once we finish the stream. It will be open until July the 4th, midnight on July the 4th, which really means like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning on July the 5th when I get back up. And It is for $500 in equipment that you think would help make your content better. Our goal is to, if you need to improve your audio, I appreciate you letting Popsy Guy know. I need to look and see. I haven't looked in a couple of days to see who the latest people are that have applied. But if you need audio equipment, or you need filters for your camera, or you need some training and you've got a course somewhere that you want to sign up for, we will pay for that and then provide it to you. I have 3 $500 grants available this year. We did 2 last year. And since we've talked about starting a YouTube channel, probably more on this channel, I thought I should at least make that pitch while I've got the live stream going. So thankfully, I've got this notification up here on the top of my phone screen that says someone has been spotted in my Eufy doorbell, which is me, and it won't go away. Now, the last time I made it go away, I didn't lose the stream. So I'm going to try again, and hopefully you'll still be here, because it covers up how long I've been live, and it covers up how many viewers I have, how many likes I have. Hi, Pam. So anyway, it looks like I'm still here, which is a good thing. Because one of the things that I have done recently for myself to improve not spooling, it's probably because I'm closer to the repeater on my Wi-Fi down here. That's probably why. But to help me improve, I bought, for the first time ever, an Apple Watch. You say, well, how can I improve? Well, the Apple Watch works with my iPhone. I can use it as a monitor. So if I'm standing away from my phone, I can see what my phone is seeing and get the shot lined up the way I want it. Or if I'm using the DJI Mimo app to control my Pocket 3, I can do that from my phone, from my watch, rather than my phone, and I can start and stop the video from wherever I'm standing. I can also operate the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro gimbal if I'm starting away from the phone. So there are a number of reasons why I bought this watch. I certainly time. I'm retired. Time is meaningless to me at this point. But as we get a little closer to 9:15, I'll walk back up front just to see if Ron's here. He does know to come to the back of the house, so maybe you might just see him walk around this corner right here. One of the things that we've also done here, my mom is an avid gardener, or at least she was an avid gardener. Yeah, I'm hoping I can, you'll notice before I had bought an Aura ring that I was wearing, and that was tracking my steps and tracking my sleep and, my heart rate and all of that. And now that I have the watch, it's doing all of that as well. So I took the ring off for now. Probably a wasted investment for me, but we'll see. So anyway, my mom has always been an avid gardener. When we lived in Arkansas, she had a few acres there that she just landscaped beautifully. My dad and my grandfather had created a pond down at the bottom of this slope, and she put in walking paths and all kinds of ornamental shrubbery and trees and a gazebo, and people would stop on the side of the road just to kind of walk and see what was there. And when she moved to Chattanooga, now she's been in this house almost 35 years. And when she moved to Chattanooga, she and George worked on getting the yard, immaculately landscaped. The grass was gorgeous. George mowed the grass, and my mom took care of all the flower beds and the mulching and the planting and the pruning and all of that stuff. And as time went on, after George passed away, my mom hired someone. Hey, Robin. my mom hired someone to mow the grass, and they do a good job. However, all the stuff up underneath their lawnmower from other yards gets spread out here as they mow, and we've got weeds everywhere in the yard. And the only way we will probably ever get that back is if I start mowing and only use the mower here. And I'm not ready to do that because the guy that does the mowing is a good friend of mom's. I don't want to put him out of a job. So we're just going to live with that. But we did hire a company to come in and take care of all of the beds, just to grade them all so that they hold water better when it rains, to remulch, to trim all of the shrubs, trim all the ornamental trees, and get at least that part. Noreen, that never dawned on me. Maybe, I don't know. It is, they do it with a push mower. We have stipulated that. I'll check on that. That's probably not a bad plan. Because, at the time, this area here that is my basement apartment, I guess my hand should go this way. This was just a big under the house garage. That's all it was. And over here on the end of the house where my front door is, used to be just a garage door. And they would pull the mower in there, and all the stuff was stored down here. So anyway, in a week or two, we're going to have somebody come out and clean all this stuff up. And then we have somebody that we've been using for years, a young lady by the name of Joy, who comes in once a week. She used to come once a week, and she would work 5 or 6 hours, and she would plant new annuals, and she would do a little weeding here and there and keep the flower beds looking nice. And then her job got more complicated, and she has to drive from Cleveland, and so she doesn't get here every week, but she will continue to come in and sort of in spots where we need new plants. There's Ron. Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
You're live.
I'm live. Holy shit. You can't say shit on your channel?
I guess you can now. I'm going to move my camera to a more sturdy tripod.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just doing a live stream on my Life in Motion Diary channel.
Oh,
I got 25 viewers, dude.
25? Should I sign autographs?
All right, can everybody hear Ron's microphone okay? Let me know in the comments while I get this microphone sort of...
I can't tell if it's turned on or not. You got a light?
Well...
How do you know they're turned on? Oh, it's not on. Let me turn it on.
Well, okay, maybe it's not on. It
It's
was
green.
on earlier.
It's blinking green.
Okay, let's try this.
Still blinking green.
Hang on. They could hear me fine because I was standing right next to the...
Now it's solid green. Does that mean it's on?
Solid green is what I need.
Okay. Check, check, check. Can they hear me? Can you hear me now?
They say you're on, and now my
right.
microphone's on.
Okay,
Jesus, Lord have mercy. If this day could get any worse. All right, so can we see both chairs there? Sort of, almost, maybe. Let's just move this down a little bit. Move this down a little bit.
Yeah,
Alright.
I just come down to Chattanooga to do some yard work for Tim. Yeah.
Well, I've already explained to him how the plans got screwed up and how I messed it up.
Catch me up.
It's trying to charge.
Yeah.
And when I came out here, it still hadn't charged anything. So, in the history of charging these batteries, it takes a long time to get past that first bar.
Yeah, it does.
And so charging the battery now I'm just going to tell y'all, we're sitting far enough away from the phone now. I can't read your comments. I'm sorry, but you keep posting them. Maybe I'll lean up and see what they are.
You can answer them after it gets posted on your channel.
So anyway, I've got it inside, charging. No idea at all.
You're breaking up, it says. Okay.
Okay, well.
The video's breaking up or the audio's
Yeah, is
breaking
it the
up?
video or the audio? Let me know. Let me just get this
Let me get 'em a little
maybe
closer.
closer. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That'll
We don't
work.
need to show our fat bellies anyways. That's what's bad about doing videos of yourself full body, is you actually get to see how heavy you are, okay? And the camera, well, we all know that the camera adds about 10 pounds to you. So
All right, that looks better. Okay.
yeah, so there we are.
Now I can see when y'all post something. So anyway, I don't think the battery's going to charge enough to go out and do any, for me to go out and do any riding. I'm hoping once we get finished here, since you've taken all your time to drive down here, you'll go somewhere and do that for yourself.
Oh, I am.
At least make
Yeah.
use of the day.
Yeah.
My intention was, once we got the bike rack installed and we did a little video about your double bike rack, and then we went out riding, my intention was to do a video. Can see your face is better now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but okay. I'm going to lower this down just a little bit more because we're still kind of in the bottom half of the screen. There we go. So anyway, my intention was to go out and use my phone to make a video for the In Motion Diaries channel of the bike ride. Now, I can't do that today. I don't know what the weather's going to look like tomorrow, but maybe it's possible that I will be able to do that.
Now we're supposed to be, there's your mom up there.
Hey,
Howdy.
we're live on YouTube.
Oh, you're fine.
They
I'm
can't
Ron.
see you or hear you. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm Ron from Crossville. Good to meet you too. I've seen you on TV a few times. Good to meet you. It's a beautiful day.
Hi from Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've got over 20 people on here, which I'm still shocked at.
Yeah. Well, we've been planning this for about a month because
Yeah.
I've been wanting to bring my e-bike down to Chattanooga. I've been here before with the Georgia photographer David Sailors. Give him a shout out here on the video. And done a photo walk with him in downtown Chattanooga, and I just fell in love with the ambience down there, the architecture and all that. And I wanted to come back and do some photography, and I may still do that some evening, just drive down here because it's not that far from me. It's about an hour and 20 minutes, I think, for me to come down here. But this company
That's
has.
just a drive to work.
I know, yeah. No, let's don't talk about work no more, okay?
Ron had about the same drive that I did.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
work.
yeah.
Western Kentucky. Welcome.
Yeah. No, I think Tim had a little bit longer drive than me, but it was enough for me, you know. But anyways, we was going to try out this bike rack, or I was, and then I ended up getting a double bike rack, and the single bike rack that they sent me I still have, so I was going to gift that to Tim, so he had a way to haul his bike on the back of his car instead of folding it up and stuffing it in his car. And that was the purpose of today, was to do a bike ride and, you know, me pass off that rack to Tim and, you know, do another video for my bike rack. So it's okay. We haven't lost it all yet. Battery may charge still. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You know, well,
If I could get half a charge, I'd have enough.
you know, and I was thinking after you texted me and told me that your battery was on the fritz, I was thinking about that in these. Yeah, Robin over there getting a worm, huh? I was thinking about these bikes and especially these Chinese type bikes. Okay, just how well their battery packs are put together on all that. We really don't know about all that. Now, when you get on the electric, it's called Electric, LECTRIC bike site, they talk about their battery cells. And I believe they use LG or something like that. So that must be like a quality, no audio issues. Okay, thank you.
Awesome.
That must be a quality battery for those bikes, you know. So and because they really talk about that in their advertising. So I don't know. That is a big issue with these bikes because sometimes the battery can cost more than it is to replace the bike.
The battery on my Hofsco costs $500. I just looked it up this morning.
And how much is the bike then? Like
$1,200.
So about half, about half the cost of that bike is the battery. So, another thing too, if you don't know, I mean, about taking care of your batteries and stuff because we do them in our cameras and everything, but you have to cycle them too. And from what I understand, on a lithium battery, I think it's a lithium battery, it's better to run those down to below 50% to let them sit, if you're gonna let them sit for a while. So, leaving them fully charged all the time, I don't even know if that's correct or not. Maybe somebody on the
it's definitely below
knows.
50%.
and that I asked, you said you kept it on your back porch and you checked with Hofsco and it's supposed to be waterproof.
Yeah.
And that's always a concern of me hauling my bike. I don't have a Hofsco, I have a Sissy Gad, but hauling it on the back of the truck and then getting caught in a rainstorm. And I've looked around at some options. Some people are using gas grill covers from Walmart for, you can get them for like $9-10 at Walmart. And then putting it over the bike on the rack and then taking some bungees or, tying it up so it doesn't get wet. If he's going to go on a long trip, you would definitely want to protect it, I think. I think there'd be a lot of water blowing up in the electronics and everything else going down the road.
Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah. So we're gonna do what? We're gonna see if your battery's charging.
Yeah, I'll leave you with him while I go in here and look real quick.
He's gotta go check his battery. This is my first time down here at Tim. He's got a garden out here of flowers that I would love to have at my house. Let me show you back here. See all the flowers and stuff he's got back there? Is it charging?
It is charging.
It's charging. We may do this bike ride yet today. Who knows? Hey, I want to give a disclaimer here so y'all don't get confused. This is not an official shirt of Tim's, okay? It just so happens that a friend of mine owned this company called Land Maintenance and Development, and they've got a shirt that says LMD. So all we're missing is the I to have a LIMD shirt.
Yeah, I've got a magic marker if you want to change it.
I should have brought my new retired me coffee mug down here. Yeah, I get worried about that. Tim sent me one of his first, I think, or maybe a second new retired me coffee cups around Christmas time, and I use it quite frequently, probably every day when it's not dirty. But I always get concerned because my wife, she's a little careless with the dishes, okay? And I've had a few of my favorite coffee mugs broke on the tile countertop, okay? And last night I was in there in the other room and I heard this horrific crash, okay? I thought, oh shit, what she broke now? And I go in the other room and she was trying to fix the curtains for the sliding glass door, and the end of it fell off and tumbled onto a table with some plants and stuff on it. And I said, what'd you break? Did you break something? And she said, I didn't break nothing. Shut up, she said. Anyways, hey, it's always good to have a woman to keep you honest, isn't it?
Well, if she ever breaks the mug, I'll send you the link where you can go on and buy another one.
Oh, yeah. I can go buy another one. I think I got that link. I did buy the apron when I was doing my cooking things in the wintertime. So I do have which one is that? The apron, is that?
It's we'll cook for coffee, I think. Yeah.
Is that from the new retired me?
It's the only store I got.
That's the only store he's got. Okay. Yeah, Tim's light years ahead of me. I don't even have a store. Okay. Hey, I'm lucky to get like 20 views on my videos. So, we've been trying everything. YouTube sure has changed this year.
We're hilarious, Ron.
We're hilarious. Yeah. Well, when you get pinned up in your house by yourself for weeks upon end, when you finally get outside to talk to somebody who has like interest, then this is what happens, okay? You get hilarious.
Yeah, so most of my viewers are of a certain age, and you'll understand this reference. So my name is Daryl. This is my other brother, Daryl.
Daryl and Daryl. Yeah, I remember that show. We should go get some bib overalls and wear.
Tim needs, a link. I will put a link to his channel. He has 3. I'll put a link to all of them when this video's done.
Yeah, I've got one that's called All Things Ron, and that's the one that I just do anything on, okay? And then of course, like Tim, I have a photography channel that's it's there. It's been there for a long time, so I do photography related stuff on there, but I'm hoping to make the All Things Ron the fun channel, okay? I've got some stuff I'm doing now with my walking and stuff and trying to get 10,000 steps, and of course I want to put the e-bike videos on there, and I have a drone, but I want that to be on the separate channel, and then of course kayaking. I do some kayaking videos, so that's my fun channel, All Things Ron.
Yeah, and we on the photography channel on the 25th, that's a Wednesday. Pretty sure that, yeah, it's a Wednesday. We have a Zoom live stream planned on his channel, which there'll be, I don't know, 6 or 18 of us. There's a bunch.
I don't think there'll be 18, but we've kind of got it limited to probably about a maximum of 8 at the most.
What does that say? I promise we don't break your favorite coffee cups on purpose. Yeah, so
have heard that from a lot of YouTubers, me included. Yeah, Money Mindset Coach, it's changed since December. It's changed since January 1st. I don't know what's going on, because if you were a fairly regular content producer and you produced fairly good videos, nice videos, you took a lot of time with your editing and polished them, made them look real good, you could almost guarantee that it was going to get several hundred or maybe 1,000 views. But now that doesn't even matter, okay? It's crazy. The viewership is down. On my analytics, just for the last, that's a loud bird over there. What is that? They're calling each other. There's one back here and one over there.
Your app.
Yeah, let me get the Merlin out. Let's see. So if you had ever tried this, get on your phone and get this app called Merlin ID, okay? And then when you pull it up like that, there's a little green button here that says sound. Let's see what it tells us that it is, okay? I'll put it right up there. What's it say? It's a Carolina Wren. I should have figured that out. So it's really funny because they do call
my next live stream with Phil. He would have known that just like that.
Yeah, Phil would have known it. Quick, yeah.
So anyway, I will put a link to Ron's photography channel and the All Things Ron channel down at the bottom of this once we get done. And if you go to his photography channel on the 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern time, there will be a live stream. We meet through Zoom, do a live stream. Ron runs all of that and does a great job with it.
You got a lot of people on here.
34 now, yeah.
You got 34 on here?
Yeah, but I only got 13 likes. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's another thing too. They are, Rhonda. They are a cute little bird. They're really funny. I like to watch them, okay? They're just a little bird. They're not very big.
Well, I thought it would be fun, and you know, we've already gone over the half-hour mark. I thought it would just be fun to kind of do an impromptu live stream, since I was too lazy to do a video yesterday. I went out Thursdays. We have a company come in to clean the house once a month, and I always leave during that time, so I get out of their way. And I went out specifically to make a video, and I got in my car, had all my equipment with me, started driving. I was going to go downtown. I had an idea I wanted to do, and instead I wound up over behind Publix to take a nap.
No. You went behind Publix and took a nap?
I just put the seat back in my car, and I was like, I'm going to close my eyes for a few minutes.
Is that because the house cleaners were here?
Yeah.
Oh, so you went over there to take your nap?
Yeah. I just got out of their way.
Wow.
So anyway, by the time I was done, I was like, you know what? I don't even want to make a video.
That's serious.
I Dude, the nap is on my calendar.
I can't. I feel like if I take a nap, my day's wasted.
No. Sometime, of course, like this morning, I was up at 3:30 this morning. So on days like that, when I don't have anything going on, it's not unusual for me to lay down and take a nap at 9:30. But on most days, it's like I at least wait until the reruns of Major Crimes are over, and I take a nap at 2. So you get the hang of this retirement thing.
Well, no, yeah, I don't set my alarm clock anymore. That's one thing I don't do since I retired. But I normally don't get up till about, I try to make myself stay in bed till about 5 or 5:30.
Oh, that's horrible.
Now this morning I was up fairly early, so Tim is on Eastern time and I'm on Central time. So when Tim is up at 4 o'clock, it's still 3 o'clock at my house, okay? So usually about 5 o'clock, I'll get a text message from Tim about some video he wants to share with me or something. I'll reach over and pick up my phone and I'll look at it and I'll answer it and I'll put it back down. Well, at that point, it's about time for me to get up.
I will try to do better.
No, you can. That's all right. I'm not complaining.
You're the only person I know that's up then.
Almost. Well, I texted Phil the other morning. I graciously waited till it was about.
Nap was more important than the live stream.
I waited till it was about 7:15 down here because I wasn't too sure about Phil's schedule. Okay, because I didn't want to wake him up with the text, but I did want to give him some information that I found out. So, anyways, I waited for that. But yeah.
So here's something that we're gonna sign off. But here's something that I have decided to do. After this thought came to me today to do this live stream, I've been saying ad nauseum now that I'm going to Scotland in October.
Lucky dog.
And instead of
oh, she's talking about Sam.
Yeah. I mean, why so early? Body clock. But anyway, while I'm there, instead of posting 3 videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I think what I'm going to do is a live stream every day on this channel while I'm in Scotland.
That's aggressive.
And so, yeah. And that way I can kind of, and they won't be long, 20, 30 minutes. Yeah, see, I wish I could sleep till 6. I really do. There have been times that I have been able to sleep till 5. Very few and far between. But 4 o'clock is generally my wake-up hour, between 4 and 4:15. So, and then it's like, get up, go put the coffee pot on, take a shower, come out and make the coffee, sit down, catch up on YouTube subscriptions. Everybody should be subscribed to my channel. And, have a little coffee. And then at 6, Panera opens. And so I take my laptop, I go to Panera. I've paid the $12.99 a month to get the unlimited sip cup. So coffee's free every day. I'm there pretty much every day of the week. And I'll catch up on a few things online. I'll check on my online store. I'll do a little writing. I have 2 blogs that I write on Substack now. One is my general blog. One is my photography blog. So I'll do that. I'll do a little research for the new Retired Me channel. Maybe work on an outline for a video. I've got one I need to record here pretty soon. And then, so, by 6:45, I'm pretty much done at Panera. And then at least 3 days a week, maybe 4 days a week, I head to one of the 2 Walmarts near me to see if there's any beef that's marked down. And then I come home because I get another cup of coffee at Panera, and I bring that cup home and I have my 3rd cup of coffee for the day once I get home, and that's generally it.
I'm on here.
There we go. Awesome. So yeah. Now, I already said we're going to get off here, but I'll say this about Ron's channel. So a few years ago, I totally lost my Instagram channel. I mean, everything. Years of photography, years of posts. It was hacked. They changed my password. They changed my email address. I could not get it back. I had to start over. And Ron lost, what, 2 YouTube accounts?
I lost 2 in January. Both were monetized, and
Yeah.
I lost both of them. I tried to contact YouTube, crickets.
Yeah.
It was done, gone with. The only saving grace is I had every time I made a video, I backed up the video files, the folders, to an external drive that I keep connected to my MacBook. So I had all my videos, but I could not get the channel to be as popular as it was when it was out the first time. Okay, there was just no subscribers coming back. None of the videos were doing anything, and that was after January 1st too. So I just basically changed the name of the retirement channel because I'm actually done with that, and I'm moving forward with my life. So that's why I call it. Well, Tim was the one that suggested it. He said, "Why don't you just call it All Things Ron?" I said, "Hell, that's a good idea." So I just used his idea, you know. But yeah, I had 2 channels hacked out, so it was a bummer.
All right, we're almost at 40 minutes. We have, no, I'm sorry, that's 38 subscribers. We just passed 40 minutes. So we've got 38 people online, and we're now up to 20-something likes. Thank you all, I appreciate that. Once this video is starting to process, I will put links to Ron's channels in the description. I'll make sure there's a link to the Aspiring Content Creator Grant there as well. Remember, it's open until July 4th, and then you can decide if you want to apply for that or not. Okay, appreciate y'all showing up. We've had a lot of fun. I haven't laughed this hard early in the morning in a long time. So.
If I was living down here in Chattanooga, we'd probably do this at least once a week.
I'd never get anything done.
We could have the Ron and Tim show in the backyard, okay? And we could do all kinds of crazy stuff, you know?
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to sign off. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Bye-bye.
We'll see you. Bye.